This is my onion frying. I just put white onions there. I use organic onions. And that's my clarified butter. So I buy butter and I melt it very slowly. I take off the milk solids, or I sieve it so the milk solids can come out. The ghee we have in Uganda is also called clarified butter, but this clarified butter I make here doesn't smell. So obviously ghee is also special in a different way, but I just use this clarified butter. Clarified butter is really amazing. So I fry my onions for a very long time. This is just basic luwombo, but I fry my onions for about 45 minutes. I put a drop of water every time they're drying out. I cover them with foil or whatever I can find, just so they can stew. The beauty, when they caramelize for a long time, the beauty is in there. As I was saying, that's my clarified butter that I make. I use fresh tomatoes for cooking if I can, but obviously in the UK we know it's almost impossible, but whenever I can. This is my preferred choice of onion. It's a shallot. It's beautiful with cooking. So this is my onions frying. I've just covered it with my luwombo, which I'm going to use for the vinyewa anyway, but you can tell I'm just really cooking these onions really slowly. So yeah, those are my onions frying. I have added some bay leaf and I've added some chilies just to spice my luwombo up a bit, and I'm covering it with this meanwhile this luwombo leaf is an old one from my last luwombo, so I just wash it after I've used it nicely, freeze it again, and now I'm using it to cover my onions while they fry. But obviously for my proper luwombo I'm going to use a fresh one. So that's my onion after about 40 minutes of frying. So I had about 4 massive onions. It's come down to like almost 2 teaspoonfuls. I'm going to add my tomatoes and my spices, and my luwombo will be ready to start cooking. So yeah, that's my tomatoes. I don't spend too much time cooking the tomatoes. So I'm just going to put some curry powder. I love chili powder. This is a Moroccan spice. So I'm getting my luwombo ready. I put cling film in my chibo because my luwombo leaf is, it's torn. It's been in the freezer for quite some time. So that's it. So I put cling film, and then I put the luwombo like that. So I'm going to put, so when I finish putting it together, I can still add some more cling film. So that's a really lovely trick. And then this is my groundnuts. I've just made some. That's the fried onions and tomatoes, and that's just I made a vegetable quick stock out of the pan that I used to make. So I'm going to put my groundnuts in the Thermomix so they can just mix it for me. And then I'm putting the onion and tomato mix. I'm taking out the chili, and then I can add some water so it can make for me a nice paste. Okay. So yeah, the Thermomix has mixed the tomatoes and onions and everything for me. I'm just adding the rest of this water. So that's my groundnut mixed. Everything's mixed in there. So I'm pouring it on the luwombo. You see, I've left my chili, whole chili in there. I'm going to cook my chili with it. And then I'm going to add a whole red chili as well. This whole red chili I add because I love the chili. It's nicely washed, but I love that it adds the flavor but not the hotness. So I put a whole chili, and then yeah, I'm going to start cooking. I'm going to show you how it's wrapped. So that's my luwombo. I wrapped it in cling film. So if I'm going to use a steamer at this point, I'll just put my steamer in a double pan and start cooking it. But I'm using a Thermomix, so I'm just putting it in there, and then I'm going to steam it like that. So I've set the temperature to the highest. I could even just lower it. And I put an hour to cook the luwombo. I'm going to put the right speed. I'll put a low speed. So it's just water. And then I put the cover. Sorry, it's a bit messy because I've been using it for just mixing. And that's, yeah. So it will start cooking. increase the speed so the hot water can really do quick. I could put posho in there or matoke in a basket and also cook at the same time. But if I didn't have a Thermomix, I would use this steamer, and I'll put in a pan of hot water. I'll put water underneath, and then maybe I could put matoke there, and then I put my luwombo on top and slow cook it. So that's my luwombo cooking. I can see it's beginning to steam. Yeah, I'm just going to cover it, and we'll give it an hour. So an hour later, this is my luwombo. It's cooked really well with a cling film, and then this is just my other food I'm going to eat with it. Yeah, it's beautiful.